piece. And I don't know even where it came from, but you watch faces and you make eye contact with someone and you notice things about them and body language and stuff. And the great thing about it is too, this is really cool. Late at night, like later after the gig, while we're all sitting around, we have our beer time, and we will talk about, did you see blah blah blah? You know, 3 rows. Yeah, I did. But what about blah blah blah? I go, I didn't see him. Go, oh man, he was like, and it was like, and you just, it's
very cool.
It's you know, I mean, you can be very glib about it and say, well, it's a privilege to be involved in the experience, which it is. But it's just it's magic.
Well, look, the thing for me is, I was always told by my parents, well, firstly, never lower yourself for a man. But also...
That's a fast speaking.
But also, you know, be kind and stay young. So I find bands that I'm into, especially because, you know, it's something you can go to and you can see. If bands still resonate with, you know, generational change and that kind of thing, I find that really aspirational in that staying young component and really keeping your mind young and not going, okay, because I'm old, I now have to wear floral culottes and a matching top, you know, that kind of thing. You know, is that a burden to wear? Is that something you consciously think about, or do you realise that, you know, for someone like me, it's a really cool thing to see you guys just still doing what you do and seeing the joy that you have on stage? Is that something you think about consciously?
Not a lot, but I'd be lying to say that we didn't. We're well aware, you know, and why wouldn't we be? We're well aware of what we do. And like I said, you know, if it works, it works, and it works for us, what we do, what we create. But we also know about the two-way relationship between us and the audience. And it's a very, you know, we've been so miseducated to intimacy to us is always sexual. Intimacy to us is always, you know, your family, which is, you know, that's absolutely sound as. But what happens out there is very intimate because you expose yourself in a way that is totally acceptable. But each of us, the sum of the parts, if you like, but each of us has to expose ourselves visually to so that we're vulnerable, so that people can get close to us and we can get close to them. And that's, I mean, you know, it's like, and the perfect examples of family, any relationship between people that are in constant contact with one another. So you have the physicality, you know. You do have that wonderful opportunity that, you know, like, first thing you do when you get up in the morning, you're walking down the hallway, your son walks out of the bathroom, and you hug and you kiss morning, you know, and it's just morning dad, morning son, you know, or B, whatever, you know, whichever one it was. And there's that wonderful, you know, that's the fact that you live in that proximity allows you for that. And that's the same thing. That's what I feel about the band. I feel that it's that amazing ability. It's the opportunity, not the ability. We have the ability. And we'd be silly if we turned around, you know, really, do we? You know, no, you're fuck off. You know you're good. You know, if you're doing something and you're doing it well, you know you're doing it well. Otherwise, you know, you'll be walking around like, you know, waiting for somebody else's opinion. Doesn't mean you have to become bombastic and big-headed about it, but yeah, to answer your question, absolutely. I know exactly what's going on. I mean, I don't have all the answers, don't get me wrong, but you know, I'm an animal. I belong to the organic world, you know, and I don't even like saying that, but it's, you know, I used to say it before the vegans got hold of it. But you know what I mean? Like you know, I realise my part where I fit, where we all fit. You know, and it's about that. It's about that primeval, but primal. Because that's all it is. It's primal.